What's going on YouTube? D546. I'm not I'm not gonna worry about this team anymore because I've come to the conclusion that I need to eat some crow because I was someone and all these Giants fans were talking about Joe Judge this, Joe Judge is gonna be a powerhouse. He's gonna be the next big coach. He's gonna be the next big thing. Our team is in good hands. After watching this game, first off, I'll get into the specific players, but after watching this game, Joe Judge lost us this game. He lost us this game. I mean, him and his coaching staff lost us this game. There were no adjustments made the entire game. Taylor Heineke was continuously able to find guys wide open because the same thing that Teddy Bridgewater did last week, where guys were playing 5 yards off of guys and you're playing man coverage to where you're just giving up free yards, free passes. I mean, Heineke, missed like 9 passes, 9 incompletions. He didn't throw many incompletions. His percentage he was very efficient because guys were open all day. There was no pass rush. Leonard Williams, where are you? You're getting paid over $20 million to not get any pressure on the passer. Azeez Ojulari, his first couple of games, I'll leave him alone. He got his second sack, whatever. Lorenzo Carter, where's the pressure? Dexter Lawrence, you're jumping off sides on the game-winning field goal and they miss it. That lost us the game. Darius Slayton, how many times are you going to drop the ball? How many times are you going to drop the ball? The Giants are 0-2 for the 5th straight season. Darius Slayton, how many times are you going to drop the ball? Because, listen, I'm looking at this. 30. Washington has 30 on the board. The Giants should have had 30 on the board if Darius Slayton catches that touchdown. Wide open touchdown. People tried to say, no, he overthrew it. They replayed it. The ball hit him right here. Right on the palm. Right on the palm. How hard is it to catch the ball, Darius? Evan Ingram was blamed all year last year. Evan Ingram was consistently blamed, thrown under the bus, worst player in the league, blah, blah, blah. But he was the number one option. What's your excuse, Darius? Why do you keep dropping the ball? Why do you keep dropping the ball? Patrick Graham. Mr. Wizard, Mr. Defensive Genius, Patrick Graham. Why did you change your entire scheme from last year? Why did you change your scheme from last year from something that was working, the cover 3 that was working, to all of a sudden you're playing off, you're playing man off, and for some reason, even though quarterbacks for the last 2 weeks have dotted us up and down the field, you continue to play the same defense. Why are we continuing to play the same defense? All that pressure you got on Teddy Bridgewater because you sent those safety blitzes. No safety blitzes this time against a worse quarterback than Teddy Bridgewater. And no disrespect to Heineke. I think Teddy Bridgewater is a good player. No blitzes to get pressure on Heineke. He sat back in that pocket all day, clean, throwing the wide open guys. What is going on with this coaching staff? Jason Garrett got all of this flack, and he has some bad plays today. Don't get me wrong. He has some bad plays, bad play designs, some crucial bad play designs. But again, for the second week, he was not the worst of these coordinators. It was Patrick Graham. We put up 29 points. This is the most points we put up, and we didn't put up 29 points all of last year. We should have won the game. We should have won the game. They didn't switch up this defensive scheme. If Bradbury didn't keep getting roasted playing man coverage, we would have won this game. And finally, you, Joe Judge. Why, after James Bradbury catches an interception late 4th quarter, deep in their own territory where you already are in field goal range? Listen, if you don't trust Daniel Jones, put in Mike Glennon. Trade for another quarterback. Do whatever you have to do. But to not throw the ball until 3rd down is disgusting. We could not run the ball the entire day. Besides that 41-yard run, we couldn't run the ball the entire day. And to not throw the ball until third down, you run the ball 2 times, you run 11 seconds off the clock. Joe Judge, you ran 11 seconds off of the clock, trying to be conservative, playing not to lose. We lost that game because of Joe Judge. Point blank, period. Joe Judge and his coaching staff, all coaching, lost us this game, and I am not a believer in Joe Judge anymore. This is a very raw reaction, but I do not see anything from the last 2 weeks that made me think that this dude could be a successful head coach in the NFL, because he is limiting his players by being conservative, ultra conservative. He is not aggressive in any way. He doesn't take long field goals. He will punt the ball at all times. He'll punt the ball. He won't give guys a chance. Continues to punt the ball. You saw how easily Graham Gano made that 55-yarder. What if we took that other 56-yarder earlier on in the game? What if we took that? You think Graham Gano makes it? I think he does. But he didn't try it. You get the ball deep in enemy territory with 3 minutes left, with time to score a touchdown and win the football game. And instead of that, you run 2 run plays and just throw it on third down and just say, hopefully our defense can get a stop, knowing that our defense had not gotten a stop the entire game besides that interception. So this is on Joe Judge. Now, Daniel Jones, he's going to continue to get hate. He's going to continue to get disrespected. But Daniel Jones played a flawless game. He played a flawless game in a messed up offensive scheme with a horrible offensive line. Now, he did get protection at times, but other times he was under pressure and made throws right on the money. Flawless game, man. Flawless game. Hitting guys down the field. He was hitting guys all day. Kenny Golladay, again, not that involved in the offense. I let it slide week 1 because Shep went off so much, but Kenny Golladay, again, not involved in the offense. He's mad. I saw him yelling at Daniel Jones, saw him yelling at the coaches. That dude is mad because he's not getting targeted. The offense moved the ball, so I'm not going to go crazy about that. But again, I mean, this coaching staff seems very clueless as to what players they have. Teams watched our success from last year. They made adjustments, and we haven't. So, what do you expect, man? We have a bad coach. I'm just going to say it plain and simple. We got a bad coach. A lot of people are going to blame this on Darius Slayton, and that's fine because he did basically lose us this game. But when James Bradbury makes that interception and you don't try to score, for the second week in a row, we get a turnover and we don't try to move the ball. I can't get with that philosophy. I cannot deal with that philosophy. So I'm not going to be someone who starts talking about tanking, and you're going to see me come out here and root for this team and talk about how we can win the next week and the next week. But this defense is horrible, and we obviously aren't going to make any adjustments. And if we do, we just wasted 2 games, because if they were able to show up, probably have a shot at winning both of these games. But this defense is horrible. As of now, the defense is horrible. Daniel Jones, if he plays flawlessly, he has a shot at scoring 29 points. Other players, other quarterbacks, and better schemes, they play flawless games, they're putting up 35, 40 points. But Daniel Jones, with the combination of a bad scheme, players dropping passes in crucial situations, no running game. I mean, what do we have to look for? If our quarterback plays a flawless game, we still lose games because the defense is that bad. We were counting on them, us and the Washington football team. The Washington football team should be heated right now because we both expected these defenses to be great, and they both just got shredded like Swiss cheese. They just got shredded. So congrats to the Washington football team fans. This is an entertaining game to watch, but coaching lost us this game, and Ron Rivera is a much better coach than that guy we have there that gives great speeches, that loves to talk, that loves to poke his chest out and talk about all the preparation and coaching and fundamentals and tackling, everything that the Giants are bad at. Loves to talk about that. But when it comes to playing football, not so much. So again, you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll come out with more detail in the breakdown tomorrow. But the Giants played well enough to win this game. They just didn't coach well enough to win the game.